We have this special tree in 2 mile, and I mean on our right side, a little bit windy. I go off now. As you can see, the tree. Waiting for a hammer to zoom on the tree itself. It's called in botanical name Ziziphus macronata. The common name is called buffalo thorn tree. It's very common trees around here in Africa, and I believe all the African people, doesn't matter where you're from or where. Sorry for that. I have a little bit of the problem of my throat. So this kind of a tree is called the buffalo thorn tree. It's very common in Africa. It's well respected by the African people. I'll get more info about this tree or the history background. I grew up into the area, and something that I believe in myself. Something that I'm passing on for nothing. I'm having a strong belief also on the tree. For the tree itself, as you can see now, I've chopped this length of the tree. If I hand it over to the African man, I might mean a lot to him. I might mean something. And with that, opening my mouth and say something, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. So the tree itself, if you pass on to someone else, you just let him know that one member of his family is dead. So if you receive the tree, you'll know that one member of the family is no longer. What you're supposed to do, wherever he will be, you have to walk back to home. If he's right here, if I don't want to tell him, talking using word, or phoning him, or sending him something, I have to chop the tree and let him have the tree. He'll know that he has to go out and check about one member of the family, and this means one member of his family is no longer living, is dead. So the tree itself, when the main reason why I chopped the tree, I just want to tell you this. When you're young, grow up out into the bush. It's one of the trees that will be introduced by the elders. It could be your brother, your grandfather. Lucky enough myself, I've been introduced to the bush with my grandfather, which was very, very well known, a member in Sabisand called Two Towns. Down south is well known. In the area called Sparta Farm, Londolozi, is where my grandfather died there. He was the first tracker around the area. In a hunting concession, he was very well known, tracking animals into the area. So a lot of information that I'm passing on is something that he has taught me. So the tree itself is well respected. In our area, we can't go out into the bush and chop the tree for good. We only use the tree if one member dies in the family or anyone dies out into the bush. Wherever the accident happened, you might chop the Ziziphus macronata and place on the ground. It means something. If you go with an African man, find the Ziziphus macronata been placed in one place, you will know that someone have died on that spot. So you tend to respect that area. So it will be time. If you look at the straight thorn and the hook thorn here, I don't know waste time on this. It means something. This means for the future. This means for the past. So if they place down this, once they drag it, it means it's hooking the spirit back home, leading for the future and wishing for the future. So for me, while I'm still living, if I do this, if I happen, someone died, one member of my family died in the area, if I chop and put it down, I'll be hooking the spirit from where the accident happened back to our kayas. Kayas is where we live, our home, and place on top of the graveyard, believing the spirit it will be dragged out from the bush or wherever the accident happened, and it will be leaving us within our yards. So the reason why this tree is not more respected. And never ever go out in the bush, chop the tree using for the post. Never go out to the bush collecting the firewood out of these trees. It means to bring in bad luckies back home. So you can't do that at all. You know, we're not allowed in our culture. So the tree is very, very, very special on that to us as we human beings. The leaves of the tree, it's more eatable. And the tree, by the right time of the year, it provides, fruit which is eatable. With all primates around here, baboons like them, and other species that eat fruit around here, and they really like it. So I said primate, baboons, human being, all on board. They really like to eat that. I have eaten this before. I have eaten the leaves before. It's very, very good. And sometimes if you have boils on your, boilings on your skin or wherever, you can put that, or pimples, you can put the leaves. You can grind the leaves, and once it's set to create moisture, you can put wherever it could be the boil. It's very, very easy for you to heal up very, very quickly. So it's a Zizia Fashima cranata or buffalo thorn tree. It's one of the 5. So let's move around. This buffalo thorn, the reason why they call it buffalo thorn is because of the way the horns or the thorns itself look like. They call buffalo thorns. It's very, very common around here. Don't forget that wherever you go, you can get to see this. In Afrikaans, they call it Wachabik Dioring or Wachabik Lang Blare. I'm not good in Afrikaans, but something like that. So it means wait at the tree. If you run very close to the tree, it's gonna, hook you. You won't go past because of the thorn itself is very, very strong. It can do hookings and so on. In Shangaan, call them Lashavantu Ombafa, which means a barrel tree. The reason why they call it like that, because one member, if in our family or our tribe died, we uses this fast macranato most of the time. So it's called a barrel tree. If you translate the word Mulashabantu, it goes back to English. It's called barrel tree itself. So let's carry on. It might be question of that. It can be something that I left for the tree. Whoever knows more information is welcome to really email us, and questions and additions. You're welcome. So I don't want to waste time. There's quite a lot of things that I can say about the tree itself.